These are the year's biggest Royal Rumbles. Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 anime fights of 2018. 2018 has been an absolute roller coaster of a year.
Congratulations! Congratulations!
Click the link below to find our best and worst of 2018 videos for a look back at all the awesome and crazy things that happened. For this list, we'll be looking at the battles that took place over 2018 and ranking them on just how awesome, emotional, and impactful they were to their respective series. Get ready to see plenty of bodies hit the floor, as well as some major spoilers down the line. Number 10, Giorno vs. Bruno. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Golden Wind. These stand battles are back, and it feels so good. After disposing of a vicious debt collector, the latest Joestar descendant finds himself in hot water when he's pursued by high-ranking gang member Bruno, who just so happens to have a taste for liars. While Giorno looks to be outmatched when facing off against the oddly effective power of Bruno's sticky fingers, the tables quickly turn thanks to his own stand, Gold Experience. By tearing his own arm off, Giorno is able to give the longest range punch you've ever seen. Daddy Dio would be proud. Number 9, Levi vs. Kenny, Attack on Titan. It's student against master, old against new, blades against bullets. Who would have guessed that the human-on-human fights would be just as intense as the ones against the Titans? Much like Levi himself, this battle is short, fast-paced, and oh so satisfying. Wait, what? In a bid to free Eren, the Survey Corps launches a full-on assault against the military police, with Levi taking on his murderous mentor in the process. Kenny may have all manner of dirty tricks up his sleeve, but it's still not enough to put a stop to Levi Beast Mode Ackerman. Number 8, LLENN vs. Pitohui, Sword Art Online alternative, Gale Online. There was no shortage of SAO action this year, but the one who ultimately ended up hitting the bullseye was none other than the adorable pink gunslinger. Facing off against psychotic rival player Pitohui and obsessive former comrade M, LLENN manages to pull off what might be the greatest video game kill of all time. With her trusted Pichan by her side, the pint-sized avatar is able to outwit, outmaneuver, and outgun her wily foe before claiming victory. Take note, Kirito, that's how it's done. Number 7, Vetto vs. Black Bulls, Black Clover. To say the show ended up exceeding everyone's expectations would be an understatement, with uber shonen showdowns like this greatly helping its case.
We're not about to let you die, Asta. We'll be fighting beside you.
As one of the most vicious members of the Eye of the Midnight Sun, Vetto seemingly outclassed all other mages in terms of pure power. However, that didn't put a stop to Finral, Vanessa, and Asta from throwing down with him.
You're right! Who has time to waste on despair?
While the veteran Black Bulls showed off their special techniques in combat, Asta once again stole the show by giving Vetto a taste of the demonic force lurking inside of him. Just what we'd expect from a wizard king in training.
Hey, despair! This is where you lose!
Number 6, Utsuro vs. Everyone, Gintama Silver Soul Arc. We're nearing the end of an era, and while we'll miss seeing the hapless members of Odd Job's Gin get into their usual trouble, at least they gave us one hell of a fight. With Utsuro's plan for universal genocide near completion, the White Demon and all of his allies launch a final assault against the Immortal in a final effort to save humans and Amanto alike.
見た通りです。
Everyone gets to shine here, with Kagura, Shinpachi, and Gintoki's unwillingness to lay down and die proving to outdo the emotionally compromised Utsuro, who soon starts to succumb to mortality. Fans of this franchise couldn't have asked for a more emotional battle. Number 5, Escanor vs. Estarossa. The 7 Deadly Sins, Revival of the Commandments.
あの人なんで一人だけ動けんだよ。あの人は7つの大罪最強の男。
Had he faced any other opponent, this member of the 10 Commandments probably would have walked away the victor.
当然です。
After all, he certainly boasted an impressive set of skills, including the ability to repel all physical damage and stagger those who felt hatred towards him. Unfortunately, all his demonic attributes don't mean much to the lion's sin of pride.
まともには死ねないと震えるさん。
Despite getting all his attacks reflected back at him, Escanor's unmatched arrogance allows him to push forward, before eventually ending the commandment in the most boss way imaginable. Praise the sun. Number 4, Luffy vs. Katakuri. One Piece. Another year, another epic rival for the Straw Hat Captain to test his mettle against. In this instance, it just so happens to be one of Big Mom's sons, who not only can see the future thanks to his mastery of Haki, but has a devil fruit that essentially makes him a dark reflection of Luffy. Who would have guessed that a battle between Rubber versus Mochi would have been this intense? While the fight inside the mirror world was all kinds of awesome, in typical Oda fashion, things took on a whole new dimension when we found out just how much the fearsome Dogtooth loved donuts.
Donuts. Donuts. Donuts. Umashi. Donuts.
Number 3, All Might vs. All for One. My Hero Academia. Nothing bests a superpowered slugfest, especially one that sees the symbol of peace, using the full force of his quirk against his eternal nemesis. After making quite the introduction, the criminal mastermind behind the League of Villains proceeds to push All Might to his very limits, thanks to the multiple quirks at his disposal. Of course, a broken arm and dwindling power source isn't enough to stop the world's greatest hero. The battle may have brought an end to All Might's era, but at least he went out in the most spectacular way possible. Honestly, this fight is worth watching just for the United States of Smash. Number 2, Naruto and Sasuke vs. Momoshiki. Boruto Naruto Next Generations. Who would have guessed that these shinobi would only get more awesome with age? In a battle that nearly eclipses everything from the previous franchise, the former members of Team 7 find themselves once again teaming up, this time to battle a monster that even Kaguya feared. Momoshiki may have some top tier jutsu under his command, but even he can't compete against a Jinchurichi Hokage and a Rinnegan Sharingan user who can work in tandem so effortlessly. Way to go, fellas. This fight made up for all that filler. Number 1, Goku vs Jiren. Dragon Ball Super. Only our favorite Super Saiyan could get away with stealing the same spot 2 years in a row against the same opponent, no less. Then again, the Tournament of Powers finale did turn out to be off the freaking chain. Not only does Goku unleash the full extent of Ultra Instinct, but he even partners up with Frieza and Android 17 during the battle's climax, managing to best the nigh unstoppable Jiren through trust, an excessive amount of screaming, and more power-ups than we thought possible. Everything great about the granddaddy of shonen can all be found right here. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.